If you have ever sat in a darkened arena, felt the air shift, and suddenly found your heart completely full, then you already understand what it means to experience Il Volo live. Welcome back, dear friends, and to those discovering this extraordinary trio for the very first time, prepare yourself. Because what Piero Barone, Ignazio Bashetto, and Gianluca Ginobili share is not simply a musical partnership. It is something older, deeper, and far more rare. It is a bond that audiences across 5 continents have witnessed with their own eyes and felt in their own chests, and today, we are going to live it all over again. There is a moment that fans in Buenos Aires still talk about, years later. The stage was bathed in a deep, warm amber light, and the 3 young men stood so close together you could see the silent conversation passing between them, not in words, but in a glance, a breath, a barely perceptible nod. When Piero's voice rose first, like a single candle being lit in a vast cathedral, the audience fell into a hush so complete that you could almost hear the heartbeats of strangers sitting beside you. Then Ignazio entered, his tenor wrapping around Piero's like an embrace, and Gianluca's baritone arrived beneath them both like the earth itself steadying the sky. Many in the audience were seen wiping tears before the first verse had even finished. Did you feel this moment too? It was in Verona, at the legendary Arena di Verona, that the world truly understood what these 3 men were made of. Standing beneath open skies on the same ancient stones where opera has echoed for centuries, Il Volo did not simply perform, they became part of history. Fans described the moment as watching 3 souls find their truest home. When the final note of Grande Amore dissolved into the summer night, the silence that followed was extraordinary. Thousands of people, united by one breath held together, before the entire arena erupted. The standing ovation lasted so long that the 3 of them stood there, arms around one another, visibly overwhelmed, Gianluca pressing his hand to his heart, Piero closing his eyes, Ignazio laughing through tears he made no effort to hide. There were smaller moments too, quieter ones, that perhaps touched even more deeply. During their North American tour, before a performance in Chicago, footage circulated of the 3 of them backstage, sitting shoulder to shoulder, not rehearsing, not performing, simply together. Their brotherhood is not constructed for cameras. It breathes. And audiences feel the difference the instant the lights come up. Viewers around the world shared how this performance stayed with them long after they left the arena, describing a feeling not of having watched a concert, but of having been invited into something sacred. In Madrid, during a particularly emotional rendition of O Sol Mio, a woman in the front row held a photograph to her chest throughout the entire performance. No one around her asked why. They didn't need to. Because music like this has never required explanation. It speaks directly to the place in us that holds our most private griefs and our most luminous memories. Il Volo has always understood this. Have you ever felt music like this before, music that seems to find you, rather than the other way around? The tour moved through Japan, through Poland, through the United States and back through Italy, and at every stop, something remarkable occurred. The language changed, the currency changed, the food and the faces changed. But the moment the 3 voices joined together, the room became one single feeling. In Tokyo, fans who had learned Italian phonetically just to sing along did so with such devotion that Ignazio reportedly stopped mid-bow to press both hands to his heart and look out at them in pure disbelief. Fans described the moment as one of the most beautiful exchanges between artist and audience they had ever witnessed. Which city's performance touched you the most? Then came the vulnerability, the unrehearsed, undeniable human moments that no lighting designer or stage director could ever plan. There was an evening in New York where Piero's voice cracked, just slightly, on a particularly soaring phrase. Rather than recover quickly and move on, he paused. Smiled. And the audience did not gasp or grow uncomfortable. They cheered. They cheered because in that single unguarded second, he was not a star on a stage, he was one of them. Gianluca reached over and placed a hand briefly on his shoulder, and the concert continued, somehow warmer and more alive than it had been before. And through every country, every encore, every standing ovation that refused to end, the thread running through all of it was the same. These three men genuinely love what they do, and they genuinely love each other. That is not something that can be manufactured. Audiences in Sao Paulo felt it. Audiences in Rome felt it. A grandmother in Ohio who had never heard Italian opera in her life felt it, and left the arena, as her daughter later wrote online, looking younger than she had in years. Music, at its very best, does not simply entertain. It reminds us who we are. It reaches across borders and generations and languages and grief and reminds us that to be human is to feel, deeply, urgently, and together. Piero, Ignazio, and Gianluca have dedicated their lives to that truth, and the world has answered them with open arms, grateful tears, and love that crosses every ocean. If this journey moved you, if any of these moments stirred something you recognize in yourself, leave a comment below and tell us which performance lives in your heart. Like this video to help other fans find it, and subscribe so you never miss another chapter of this beautiful story. Il Volo's music belongs to all of us, and so does this community.